Greetings, my friend. I am Walter the Jester, and today I have something very special to show you. A VR game that spoke my language and touched my heart. And the best thing about this game is that it's free for any MetaQuest owner, and it's a blast to play in multiplayer with friends or strangers. I'm talking about Devil's Roulette. It functions more or less as a multiplayer Russian roulette, but with a pistol instead of revolver, devils instead of humans, creepy prison setting, edgy design, and a bunch of items to spice things up. If you own any MetaQuest model and you haven't tried it yet, I will simply say you should. You won't regret it because it's a lot of fun and it will cost you nothing. Now let me show you how the game works. Let's dive right in. Welcome to Devil's Roulette, a MetaQuest VR party game with an attitude, I would say. This is our main menu room, which looks like a prison cell. We even have a toilet here. Bunch of ads here and there. This is our avatar, apparently. And the shop is the way to say thank you to the developers by purchasing something. Game doesn't give us much in terms of options, though. You can change your player's name, that is displayed right there. I'm pretty much satisfied with Walter. I'm okay with that. You can watch credits if you want to. And the only real option that we can change over here is whether is the voice chat on or off. And it makes completely no sense to turn it off because it's one of the main features of multiplayer. It's what makes it interesting. And of course, the main dish of this restaurant, so to say, is the multiplayer that supports up to 4 people and can be played with random people or with people that you know by creating a private room with code. But today, to just showcase you functions of the game, to kind of explain to you how it works, I will play single player mode. That is more or less just a training exercise that showcase you how the game works with bots. I think we'll fight this guy this time. This will be kinda interesting. So on the screen we see our HP, and the game is played in rounds. And each round you're granted 2 items. Then somebody has to load the mag. In this case, it would be me. And when the mag is loaded, the screen shows you how many live rounds and blank rounds it contains, but not in which order. This is a neat little item that helps to spice up the gameplay. I can scan my gun and find out what the next bullet is. It's pretty much expected when you have this kind of odds. The first is usually a blank. But there can be surprises. And if you fire a blank at yourself, you get additional turn. I suppose the second one is a blank too. And I was right. Now is where it gets really spicy. If the next one is a blank and I fire it at him, I lose my turn, and he gets 2 live rounds. But if it's a live round, and I'm gonna fire it at myself, I'm going to damage myself. I will try to go the second route. And this was a terrible mistake, of course. Now he gets 1 blank and 1 live round. Oh no, he's gonna scan. That was a taser. You can either stun somebody for a turn if this somebody isn't doing anything, but if the character is manipulating items and you stun him, he basically just loses 1 turn, but gets his next. So, if he scanned and then he attached the item that allows, yeah, this item allows to damage your opponent for 2 hearts instead of 1. So I suppose, yeah, that's logical. And now it's his turn. Yeah, there's a blank. This item heals you, this item adds you damage. One live, 1 blank. Yeah, the number of bullets overall can vary too, as you can see. But I've never seen more than 8. That was a terrible, terrible mistake on my part. Well, now we're in even conditions, but he has 2 scanners. Sucks for me, I guess. Alright, we're on to the next round. I have tasers now. One live, 2 blanks. If I stun him now, he'll be stunned for 1 turn. I shoot blank. I stun him again. He's stunned for 1 more turn. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But if I shoot him, does it wake him up? That's his turn, but he's stunned, so it's my turn again. And now I'm stunning him again. Oh, and I can heal myself. Completely forgot about that. Yeah, now I'm in far better conditions. This guy's doomed. I can finish him with 1 move. 1 pull of the trigger and he's gone. Wonderful. Fantastic. Well, that's about it. There were other cool items though that didn't spawn during this playthrough. Like, for example, a grabber that allows you to steal other players' items. Or a drink that slows time the next time you get shot, so you can try and dodge the bullet. This spontaneous physicality adds tremendously to the fun of it, But I have to say that people who play in room scale mod and have enough space will inevitably have an unfair advantage over others, like being able to walk point blank to the opponent and therefore annihilate any chance of dodging a bullet. Or, for example, to hide completely under the table. Luckily, I'm on the good side of it. But where is the meat and potatoes of the game? Where is the multiplayer footage? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because, if you do this little thing that is called subscribing to my channel and touch that little bell shaped icon with just a tip of your finger, you won't miss it. Because multiplayer videos are coming very, very soon. Jester out.